Hey guys, it's Thursday, which is my day, and today I'm going to be talking about Koreaboos because this is just a topic I'm really strong about. There's just a lot of things I don't like about Koreaboos that really just piss me off. If you don't know what a Koreaboo is, I'll probably have the definition up somewhere here without having to offend anybody. I've actually encountered some moments with a actual Koreaboo at my school. And I'll also be talking about some things that I just really dislike about them. I don't hate K-pop at all. I actually listen to a little bit, not a lot. I'll listen to BTS, maybe 2NE1, TVXQ, WXY and Z. I forgot the band name. One thing I don't like is that they're really ignorant about the Korean culture. I personally don't know that much myself, but they just take it way too far. Well, they'll try to learn the language, and that's the only reason why they want to learn a language is because they hear K-pop and they watch K-dramas. Personally, I don't hate it if you want to learn a new language or learn about a new culture, try their foods, maybe even go to the country itself and explore. If you're the travel-y type, they'll only ramen noodles or something, or kimchi, whatever. I really don't know what kimchi is. They also think they're the Korean beauty standards. Also have makeup tutorials on how to look Korean. If you're not Korean yourself and you're trying to look Korean just because of a K-pop band or a K-drama or just anything, that's pretty weird in my opinion. Also, just because of K-pop, they'll want to marry somebody Asian. They'll prefer Korean, but they'll take anybody Asian. I don't know. Now, I had an encounter with the Koreaboo at my school. I'm not going to mention her real name, so let's just call her Rebecca, even though that's far from her name. So this girl was dating this Korean guy, and I had no problem with that, but the thing that a lot of people didn't like is that she only dated him just because he was Korean and she liked K-pop and all that stuff. And this was in middle school. Right now we're in high school. I'm going to be a sophomore, so I'm going to talk about last year, which is 9th grade, and I had some weird encounters with this girl. So this one time she was talking about she was talking to this guy in front of me, right, in this college getting ready class, and then she shows him oh, I can read all this. I guess she went on lyrics.com and then just looked up some K-pop song, and then all the letters were in Korean, and she was showing yeah, I can read all this. The dude was just looking at her oh, really? That's cool, I guess. He didn't act like he wasn't interested. He wasn't excited either, your normal oh, that's cool, I guess. And then I remembered that I found this song on Spotify of this K-pop song, and the thing is I screenshotted it and I wanted to hear the song name because I actually liked it. But then the thing was, I know that some K-pop songs titles are in English, but this one in particular was just in Korean, and I didn't have a problem with that. The thing was that I just couldn't find it. So I'm this girl knows Korean. I'm trying to find the title of this song. Why not just ask her, right? So I'm hey, Rebecca, can you help me with something? You say you know Korean, so can you help me find this song? And she was being really nice. Honestly, this girl is nice, but with just her Koreaboo-ness, weeboo-ness, Asia-boo-ness. I don't know if Asia-boo's a thing. She's more of a K-boo than a weeboo, but I'll talk about that in a separate video. Anyways, she was okay, yeah, I'll help you, right? Like I said before, this was a screenshot. So she grabs my phone and she's reading it, right? She's oh, she was hesitated. So I looked at her can you not read it or something? I was sensing that she couldn't actually read it. Part of me kind of knew that she couldn't read it because that's how all Koreaboos are. They swear they know how to read Korean. And then she's let me listen to it. So she grabs her headphones and plugs them into my phone, but then I'm just looking at her you know it's a screenshot, right? And she was kind of embarrassed, and I kind of felt bad for her, but it's it was kind of her fault. Maybe it was kind of mine because part of me already knew she couldn't speak Korean, so I don't know whose fault it really was. And she was I can't help you, I'm really sorry. the bell rung and she had to go, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? You say you know a language. She swore she knew the language. I asked her to translate something and she didn't know anything. This next story isn't really my story, it's really Kenya's story, but she gave me permission to talk about it with you. It's about the same girl, Rebecca. So Kenya and Rebecca were like talking, right? They were acquaintances, I guess, what you would call it. And you know, they chatted about random things. I really don't know. So there was this guy. I don't know his real name, so let's just call him Ray for now. So Ray was like, you know, the only reason Rebecca's trying to talk to you is because she thinks you're Asian, right? And then Kenya thought that was kind of weird because she doesn't look Asian at all. So it's like, are you sure? But the guy was like, she's only talking to you because you're Asian. How much you want to bet that if you mention that you're not, that she's gonna stop talking to you? So Kenya was like, all right, I'll mention it to her. So blah blah blah. One day, Kenya and this girl were talking, right? And Kenya was mentioning like, oh, I am having a quinceañera. And then Rebecca was just like, oh, really? So you're not Asian, you're Hispanic? And Kenya was like, yeah, I'm having 15, you know, blah, blah, blah. So Rebecca was like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. And then, not to a surprise, she completely cut Kenya off. She didn't talk to her at all. Kenya went to Ray, or whatever the dude's name was, and then Ray was like, I told you that that's the only reason why she wanted to talk to you. And then Kenya wasn't like upset, I think. She was just like, really, this girl only talked to me just because she thought I was Asian. That's pretty, like, you gotta admit, that's pretty messed up. They're only talking to somebody just because you thought they were Asian and just because you like K-pop. I don't know. I can ramble on and on about how much I don't like Koreaboos, but I'm gonna just end it there because I don't want this video to be that long. So I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want, like if you want, comment if you want. Anything. Just now, we do have a K-Boo club, but it's formerly known as the Korean Cultures Club, but I'm not gonna get into that today. Maybe another video. Maybe I'll make a part 2. I'll see. And I'll see you next Thursday. Bye guys.